Hi guys, it's Luton here, and back with another episode of the awesome PixelJunk shooter. And we're moving on now to the mysterious mine complex. This is going to be our first new area. We have not seen this before, so we'll see what. 3 miners, don't shoot them. And we've got a mysterious, more mysteriousness, oil liquid dropping down right here. Oh, seems to have some kind of magnetism and oh, ow, okay, getting hurt quite badly already. Those things remind me very much of the little enemies you would have in Sonic. It was Sonic 1 and 2 actually. You may remember they were like these little guys who fired spiky balls at you, but they were more kind of those characters there were quite robotic, and in Sonic they're a bit more natural. They fired what looked like, I don't know, giant conkers, who knows, anyway. And take note, water turns this stuff into our gas, the gas form that we have in the other mines that we have used for various things again. Secret area up above here perhaps? Secret area? Yes there is. I should point out I'm not live comming these. I never live com these ones. I've actually completed PixelJunk 1. It's because when I initially started playing these, whoa, if I didn't crush that guy right there, I should have. When I initially started playing these, I wasn't really in a position to be able to live com. It was a while ago now I started playing PixelJunk 1. Ooh, we've got some little guys to take out here. Making sure I don't run into their fire. Oh, this music, I love this music, the sort of... Quick. Okay, there we go. Okay, oh, see, that's not it, Luton, at all. That's not what you want to do. So, I normally have some topics on these videos. You know, I actually did this video once already, and I decided to change my topic. Whoa. Right, let's go down here. Okay. I decided to change my topic because I'd already kind of covered it. I was talking about previously about file formats. So exciting. And then I decided that I'd already kind of covered it in my new series, The Cutting Room, where I'm talking about editing, video editing, formats, and so on and so on and so on. And I decided it was probably something that I could talk in more detail with that. I missed our crystal there. And we've opened our door onto the next area. I would just like to say as well, compare the difficulty of this to the difficulty on PixelJunk Shooter 2. If you guys watch my other gaming channel, Luton Gaming, and that's listed in my producer list on the right hand side of the channel, and I'll put a link below in the notes as well for it. But on that I have the whole, well, I'm working through PixelJunk Shooter 2. The difficulty of that game increases so much. But actually, I'm hoping to have an interview, you guys should know, I'm hoping to have an interview with some of the developers of PixelJunk, the series, in the new year. I'm probably going to be doing that. Hoping to speak to their lead developer and a few other guys, one of the great guys, the community guy, having a chat to him. And yeah, they're looking forward to sort of doing that with me, which is really great. So if you have any questions about PixelJunk, their series, or it's Q Games as a company, anything that they've done. Oh my god, gotta get this guy for the fire. Oh, yeah, I didn't really think that through, did I? That the door would protect him, and therefore I probably shouldn't sit in the flaming gas. We'll do that a little bit better next time around. Anyway, so long story short, Q Games, they've made a lot of really excellent games like PixelJunk Monsters, PixelJunk Eden, 4am, and Side Scroller, as well as the shooter series. So here we are, we're working a bit quicker now. Get this guy. Watching out for the horrific oil. So please, if you have any ideas for questions, I mean, I have my own questions, obviously, but if you have any, then I'll be happy to consider them. And when it comes to actually doing that, then you know, if you've got some good questions, I'll drop them in. So we'll see how we go with that. But yeah, it brings me on to another sort of topic idea, and that is the idea of sequels. Now, I actually had a little chat tonight with John, one of the guys that works at Q Games and the PixelJunk series, and we were talking about sequels. And I'm not going to go into like loads of detail or anything like this, but it did make me think about sequels in general. And I'm kind of interested in this idea about, you know, when is too much. I mean, I guess the simplest and best way to say about it would be that when you have exhausted the life of ideas of a game, then that's obviously a good natural point to stop. You should feel when to do it. It shouldn't be a forced decision. You know, you should feel when is the right time to stop. We have to go in here to get our little scientist miner. Who do we have today? It's Omar. Look at this place. It's falling apart. Just days ago, before the drilling started, this was a fully functioning research lab, and I was getting ready to go home. Now we'll never get out. If we don't drown in that black stuff or get crushed by our machines, we'll surely be eaten alive. Well, I hope not to be eaten alive, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, when it comes to sequels in games, there's obviously a few quite major examples of this. But I'll tell you something else. It's very interesting. I've kind of talked about this a little bit before, that genre seems to play a huge part in the kind of acceptability of sequels. Now, when you think about other titles, like for example RPGs or sports games, these titles seem to not suffer too much. Wow, look at that. That is unbelievably amazing. It's like a lava firework machine. Loving that thing. So I went quiet because I was waiting to see what that orange ball firing up in the air was. Probably should get that miner. No, I'm trying to destroy it here. Can't destroy it apparently. I should probably really get this guy over here in the water, because I suppose that lava's not going to hurt him, but still. Yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit about this idea though of sequels and stuff like that on the Future of Gaming video, which I did a little while ago. If you want to see a long podcast about the future of gaming, then be sure to just have a little search. If you just type in Future of Gaming into my YouTube channel, you'll find it, no problem at all. It's a good long video. I did it with Level Cap, Matimio, In the Works, Smooth and D. Colin, I think. I'm just literally running off the top of my head here, and it was a little while ago, so forgive me if I've missed that. But yeah, we talked a little bit about this idea, and it's interesting that games like sports and RPGs, they don't seem to suffer the same kind of stigma that FPS games seem to suffer when it comes to these, you know, the sequel situation. Often when there's a lot of gas going here, I wonder where that's going to. I kind of want to go and look before it's too late. But yeah, sports games, they come out year on year and barely change, and they really don't have any kind of you know, they rarely get any kind of negativity, and I think it's pretty much because the audience. There we go. There's the fire. Get that gem, looting. Get that gem. Quick, quick, quick. There we go. I think it's because sports in general, they kind of accept by their nature that year on year they're gonna. Oh, for goodness sake! The last drop of oil takes my shield away. Are you kidding? God in heaven! Right, come on, quick, quick, quick. Right, there we go. Yeah, so it's pretty clear, you see, that the sports in general, that audience naturally kind of accept the whole idea that year on year things are going to change, because, okay, their teams change and new people come and go, so things change around a little bit, but they didn't change too much. And also when it comes to obviously designing often sports kits and things like that, they'll change year on year. So again, minor changes there, but the premise of the actual sport itself would stay the same. Why is that, for example, in the world of FPS, people struggle with this concept? I don't know. I mean, I don't. You know, when a new game comes out and people say, oh, it's just going to be the same, but they'll have changed like some small, you know, yeah, it's obvious. You know, they're not going to change the entire mechanical thing of the game and bring in a new graphics engine every single time they make a new game or anything like this. So I think people need to have kind of realistic expectations about what it is they can actually change in games. But also, I think the last thing I just want to say as we're coming up towards the end here is that, you know, there's something to be said about a title, a game, being a standalone game. Some game that I would I would think of straight away would be a game like Journey. Journey is an astonishing game, and whilst it would be amazing to have a sequel, I think there would be a fantastic argument for that to be a standalone game. And sometimes having something standalone is more powerful than having a sequel. Often a sequel can in some ways diminish, because there's a lot of, if you have something unbelievably successful, if you have a film or you know, something like that, which is a really strong piece of work, you need to be extremely careful that in making a sequel you don't sort of dilute or simply simplify or in any way kind of compromise the initial kind of concept that you came up with and the premise of that original storyline. And for example, PixelJunk Shooter 2 I think was a really great example of this. You know, the game, it stayed true to the core of what the game is all about. Like I've said, there was an increase in difficulty, but it wasn't so severe that it made the game different. So as I say, I think there's a good argument for games staying as a standalone thing, and it allows people to appreciate them for what they are, and in many ways it's a strong statement to say we have a belief in what it is that we have made. We're happy with the design, we're happy with this design of this product, and therefore we feel there is nothing more to add, there is nothing more to be gained that we can expand upon here. You know, this is an individual piece of work, and we're sticking along with that. But as I say, I would be more than happy to see many more titles in this series that I'm playing right now, but I'd like to hear what you guys have to think, and also just to remind you guys for interviews in the future with Q Games PixelJunk, if you do have any questions, that would be fantastic. That was this first level. It's quite interesting. Yeah, we'll see what happens with the next one. I'll be having that very soon, and if you've enjoyed this one, guys, please rate, share, and possibly subscribe if you're not already. Thanks for watching, guys, and again, see you next time.